It's time for Lady Rams basketball tonight from Highlands. The Highlands Lady Rams hoping to sneak into the playoffs against the Valley Vikings. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. We're all courtside tonight. Kean Foster's behind the camera. And Dean, talk about the Highlands Lady Rams coming into this game. Let's go back to where we were a week ago. Is this a must-win?
Yes, it is, Mike. We're not dead yet, as Abe Lemons, the Texas coach, said one time when they had him written off. We made a mistake. We thought only 4 teams made the playoffs. Talked to Coach Kerr at Freeport. He tells us 5 teams. You went and did the research, and your crack staff said it is 5 teams if it's an 8-team section. In 4A, there are 2 8-team sections, 1 7-team section, so 10 teams out of those 2 sections, and then 4 out of the other one gives a total of 14. And it's funny, we thought we didn't know everything. Molly Rotten was here at North Carolina's boys game. Her son plays. We said, Molly, do you know only 5 teams? If 5 teams actually make the playoffs? She said she never heard of it. Why would she need to?
Yeah, I was going to say, she's worried about getting fired if she finishes second. Yeah. So that's kind of the way things go with Molly. So the top 5 teams are set, including Freeport, by virtue of their win against Highlands on Monday night. But if Highlands wins tonight, there are scenarios.
Yeah, Mike, Highlands could help themselves out Monday if they had beat Freeport at Freeport. But Freeport did a great job on Woody. She had a quiet 19, if that's possible, of the 29. They basically played her all 94 feet. And again, Highlands committed 33 turnovers. They couldn't get the ball back to her. So, again, it was a bad night for Highlands. They have to put that out of their mind tonight because really, they have to get help from Freeport, too. Freeport has to lose the knock, and Highlands has to win here tonight. Monday's gone. Got to concentrate tonight with a big game with Valley.
If those 2 things happen, not only do 4 teams not get in, but 6 will. So there you go. It's like you learn something new every day, and we learn something new every day. Well, we talk about Valley. Their coach, first-year coach Tanya Norman, and her daughter is their best player. So Highlands against that with Woody. What are the keys to tonight with both of those great players?
Well, I think they're going to nullify each other. 2 outstanding players, Janelle Norman and, again, Tyara Woody. They're going to go at it. They might even play each other man-to-man, which I think would be a great thing to see. But I really think it's going to be the 8 other girls that are going to determine the outcome of tonight's game. Those turnovers are committed by girls with inexperience for Highlands. They play a lot of freshmen. I think the key to tonight's game is Bella Bonnet. She's 6'2". She does a good job on the boards. She's been handling the ball more, too. So, again, Highlands has a lot at stake here tonight to make the playoffs. And, again, just get that extra week for the young girls would be so important. So, big game for Highlands tonight. Hopefully they can do it. But, again, Valley's going to give them some pretty good opposition.
All right, that'll wrap it up. Starting lineup and the tip-offs coming up right after this. Plus, he can hear me, so that's another good thing. All right, we are back at Highlands. Welcome to all of you watching both live and on the next day on Highlands High Sports, and it's time for the starting lineups. And Kate Belak is with us tonight, Dean.
Special guest appearance. Amira Simmons will start for Valley. She wears number 2, a 5'7" senior. Number 11 is Trinity Ingram, a 5'8" senior. An actual senior, Mike. Number 14 is Tori Tellerico, a 5'9" sophomore. Talked about it in a pregame, Mike.
Janelle Norman.
22, 6'2" senior.
Daughter of the coach, Tanya Norman.
Yes. And 23 is Nivea Lau, 5'7" senior. Nivea, Mike, is heaven spelled backwards.
Yes, it is.
And do you remember Torrance Lau?
Yes, I do.
I'll bet you she's related.
Could be. And also, we talk about Tanya Norman being the coach. Her son is the assistant.
And there you see our referees for tonight's game. Mike Miller, Mark Emmerling, and Ron Richards. Mark did the game at Freeport this week.
Yes, and they're in the way.
And for Highlands, they'll start number 3, a freshman, Brooke Walter. Also a freshman, number 12, Lamaya Suber.
Freshman number 23, Jasmine, the OG.
Number 23 is Jasmine Owen, also a freshman. Mike, she had 6 in a Freeport game. She was the second leading scorer for the Golden Rams. Mentioned Bella Bonnet in the pregame. Wears number 13, 5'9" junior. I think I gave her a couple inches in the pregame, but she plays big.
I think you're right.
And we saw her in the senior honors. Number 2, Tyara Woody, 5'8" senior, on to Mansfield University.
Coach Norman got a big kick out of Kate's announcements.
She
there,
has not seen her act.
No. So we'll talk about Valley real quick. They, of course, things have been down for their program here recently, and they knocked a couple of milestones off this year. They had a long losing streak, 33 games coming into the season. They won their opener against Leechburg to make that go away, so that was the first good thing that happened. And then they had a 127 game section losing streak, but they beat Derry, which is their last win, to make that go away. So 2 very important milestones for this team, and Tanya Norman, if given the chance, we'll get this thing turned around.
Derry 1-12, Valley 1-12, and we are courtside tonight. A new configuration.
Yeah, we're the
here.
same, but the camera's down with us, so we're trying that out.
And what's interesting was we had to make some room with the Valley bench moving down, and Coach Norman said there won't be a problem. She has no substitutes.
They have only had the 5 you heard, or the 5 there are. Tap is won by Valley, and they'll move right to left, dressed in their black uniforms, and there's a jumper, and it's down by
and
Trinity
3.
Ingram. Let's see if it's 2. It is a 3. And the Vikings lead it 3-0.
And
Now the ball is stolen by Norman. Again, this is very interesting how this game starts. I think the Rams need to get off to a good start, and now we got a travel over there by Ingram as she tried to launch the drive. I think a good start's really important.
Well, here's the other thing about Monday night, Mike. They jumped out to a 10-5 lead in the first quarter, only scored 19 the other 3 quarters. So
they led 8-0.
Yes.
Freeport didn't score till there was less than 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and they still won by 20. Bonnet throws up a wild one that misses, and Norman got the rebound. Out to Ingram. Valley moves left to right. Ingram stops and pops. It's in and out, no good. It's tipped around, and the Rams have it. Bonnet comes out of there with it for Highlands.
Now, there's something Bella's added to her game, Mike. She'll put the ball on the floor after getting a rebound. Before it used to be pass it out.
Oh, now they get it down on the baseline of Walter, and she finishes. And it's 3-2. Brooke Walter's first 2 of the game. Tallarico. That's stolen away by Woody. Woody drives, lays, and missed it. Rebound, Walter is fouled. And Brooke will go to the line and shoot a pair. It's 6:44 first quarter, 3-2 Valley. And a nice aggressive start by Brooke Walter.
Yeah, Mike, we start 3 freshmen for the Golden Rams. Walter, Suber, and Owen. And that's the important thing about making the playoffs, too, Mike. If you make the playoffs, that's extra
practices.
Yeah, 2 weeks
and especially
of practice, yeah.
with this incredibly young team that Dan Lagomba is sporting this season. Woody, the only senior. Walter makes 1 out of 2, and we've tied it up. 3-3. And you wonder about using pressure against only 5 girls, if that would be a thought. Oh, nice shot off the glass by Ingram. She's off to a good start. She's got all 5 for Valley, and it's 5-3.
Let's see what type of defense Valley's playing. None.
Oh, wide open. Well, yeah, they've lost Brooke Walter a few times. It's Brooke Walter 5 and Trinity Ingram 5. And our 2 stars that we talked about haven't scored yet. Well, Norman is wide open and dumps it down, and Nevaeh Lyle with the lay-in. 7-5.
Mike, we were at the middle school game earlier. Our 7th grade team got beat, I think it was 32-19. Excuse me, 32-15. Kid named Moses scored all 15 points.
Now a jumper is put up by Owen. It's no good, and the rebound to Valley. You know, I don't want to jinx this. Beautiful job by Ingram to put it in, and she's got 7. Neither of these teams averages 40 points, and it's 9-5 already.
And like I said, turning Ingram off to 7 points. We said the other 8 were going to make a difference, Mike, and so far they have.
Owen with a runner, it's no good, and Ingram again. Trinity Ingram, a senior also.
Woody and Norman haven't scored, let alone touched the ball very much.
Trinity's figuring, this is my last game. I'm going to make it a good one. And Woody with the steal.
Took it right away for Norman that time.
Woody stops and pops. That's 2. It's off the back iron, and Norman got the rebound. Janelle Norman at 6'2", and we have a foul whistle by Ron Richards. And it is on Simmons. That'll be her first. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong 2. It's on Woody. I was on the wrong end of the board.
Wow, Mike, I thought it was definitely
yeah.
Valley. Wow.
Now, Lyle tried to save it and did. Threw it over to open space. What a diving try by Simmons over there, but unable to control it, and it'll be Highlands ball. 3 minutes in.
That was odd. I thought Woody was attacked from behind. All right, let's see what type of defense Valley's in this time.
They're picking them up man-to-man.
I always wait to see somebody cut through. It's not man-to-man, Mike, because 11 didn't move. Yeah.
Walter with a jumper. In and out. Rebound by Tallarico. And she swings it over to Lyle. Here come the Vikings back 3-on-3. Down underneath. Lyle missed the shot, and Woody got the rebound. Rams down 4.
This is where she's at her best, Mike, with the ball in her hands.
Back out to Bonnet. The Rams will reset things. Now, the jumper is taken by Walter. It's no good. And we have a foul on the floor whistled by Mike Miller.
I'm not predicting this one. And that's
on Amaria Simmons. I'm glad I left it. That's 2 on Valley, 1 on Highlands. Simmons and Ingram have each picked up fouls for Coach Norman. Now, Woody's open. Here comes the 3. It's off the back rim. Rebounded to...
Nice break.
Norman, nice lead out to Ingram, and she finished it. And Ingram's got 9.
Trinity Ingram, the other senior on the team, very impressive early going.
11-5, and the jumper is good by Walter, and Walter, the freshman's come out firing with 7 of her own. 11-7. Ingram, well, she thought about it, but got it into Norman for the easy one. Janelle with the easy lay-in.
She's like the big kid on the boys' team. She's got to touch it every time, Mike.
You think?
6'2", yes.
Super. Missed the shot, and Ingram's got the rebound. 13-7 Valley. Trying to rain on the Rams parade here tonight. Underneath the Lyle. Came off her hands, and Woody stole it.
Turnovers now 4 for Valley, 3 for Highlands.
Long cross court, and it's stolen away by Trinity Ingram. Ingram against Bonnet, lays it up, missed it. Bonnet did a good job to get a piece of that. They battled for it. And we got a jump ball. Whistled by Mark Emmerling. So all 3 officials you've met through a call here in the first quarter. Kayla Jones is coming in for Highlands. And Jasmine Owen will get a rest.
Another freshman. Possession.
So they pretty much have 3 freshmen on the floor all the time.
Yes. Lily Ryan is a sophomore. She gets some playing.
She does get some PT. I think she started the first game we were here. Now they go down low to Walter, but she couldn't finish it.
There's a foul.
They battle. And they say Ball's out of bounds.
Brooke Walter basically had Norman in a headlock.
Yeah, and Coach Norman not happy about it.
Here comes pressure.
And the ball's thrown into open space, but Norman's going to control it down low. Oh, it doesn't go, but she's fouled.
Had no trouble to pressure that time.
You gotta be ready.
Let's see what Mark Emmerling has here. It's on Jones. It'll be her first, and Norman will go to the line. First trip by Valley tonight. Highlands 1 for 2 earlier in the evening. 2:50 left, first quarter.
Right down the middle.
And Norman will get another.
I haven't heard anything about college for Janelle. We'll just maybe halftime, see if we can get where's she going to school, if she's committed yet.
Second one is, the rims have become very forgiving here this season. That one wouldn't go in though. Here's Woody. Back forecourt to Bonnet. Bonnet kicked it back out. There's Woody driving to the basket all the way in. Put it up, missed it. Rebound Valley. Rebounded by Amaria Simmons, and she's fouled from behind by Brooke Walter.
Kind of choppy first quarter here.
It has. The Rams, you wondered how long it would be before they could shake off Monday night. And they need to shake it off in a hurry.
Yeah, they can't give 13.
Again, they need to win this game and have Freeport lose tonight at Knock. And there's a turnover by Valley. It'll be Highlands basketball. And get Tyra Woody going here.
Yep. Tanya Norman says keep pushing the ball ahead. That's what you want to do against the press.
Bonnet drives all the way in. Little jumper, up around, no good. Rebound Woody, saved it. Now Bonnet's going to try it again. Out right side to Jones, and a three off the back rim. Bonnet, the rebound up, no good. There's a lid on it. Woody scores. Her first of the night, and it's 13-9.
Tyre gets her first 2 on senior night, cuts the lead to 4.
Ingram, now the Rams coming at Valley with a little bit of pressure, and a steal by Bonnet.
6 turnover.
Bonnet gave up the dribble, now out to Walter, center circle. Now Woody used the screen.
That's step. Change your pivot foot, Mike.
I think the problem with Bella there was she thought Tyra was going to shoot that.
Yes.
And she was kind of surprised to get the basketball when she did.
I'm going to continue to apply their pressure.
Tallarico.
Here's the problem, Mike.
Down to Norman. Nice post move. Won't go, though.
It's one-on-one down there.
Norman gets it back, and Norman is fouled hard
by Bonnet. Are they going to? They did.
Bonnet.
Ron answering the crowd here. They did call it.
Do they know
I think you got to go away and jump ball there.
Do they know who they're dealing with? Norman put it up and in.
Yeah, Ron was a tough customer when he
15-9. He's a terrific referee, by the way. You wonder if more coaches don't. Well, you know, we saw Ray Bartha at a middle school game this year. The great Ray Bartha from Apollo Ridge, and it's like, of course, he was fantastic at it too. And a jumper by Ingram, and the net hardly moves, and it's 18-9.
No, yes. Coach Norman said, don't stop. She hits a 3. You got to love it.
Well, she had some room to go if she wanted to.
A double up on Highlands, Mike.
Walter, yes.
Big
Brooke
answer
Walter
there.
answers back. She's got 9 from pretty much the same spot, and it's 18-11. Ingram out to Simmons. Simmons, now it's knocked away by Jones out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Valley here. 25 seconds, and the Vikings have the arrow.
25 seconds. Hold the ball. 25 seconds.
Jasmine Owen checks back in for Highlands.
Into Norman. Spin move. They're going to call travel.
Yep.
Turnover Valley at 24 seconds. The Vikings lead at 18-11. Vikings have lost 5 straight since that win at Derry. How about this? 0-8 at home. We're going to see the boys tomorrow night. They haven't won a true. They haven't won a true road game. So
Be a good test for them.
a lot of schools having trouble winning at home this year. Very strange. Now the block on the shot by Owen, and a foul from behind. Let's see what Ron has.
White 23. Push.
Is Owen
You have 2 shots. Just shoot it.
with the 5th foul, will get to shoot.
Yes,
2
it is.
shots. Yep.
So Valley will go to the other end and shoot the 2 shots at 8 seconds left first quarter.
8 seconds, flag.
18-11. The Vikings lead it. Thanks to
of a
Trinity
surprise.
Ingram's 11. And there you said it was going to be decided by the other 8. So far, it's Trinity Ingram versus Brooke Walter.
Back it up, back it up.
Yeah, Norman and Woody only have 6 combined.
First one is no good.
All right, here we go.
Could be decided at the line. Valley 0 for 3 so far.
Go get it, Trinity. You don't got nobody. Go!
Nope. Rebound. Bonnet
Lock
ahead to Woody. 4 seconds. Bonnet, watch out from behind. Now threw it away. Norman going to let it go. And it's in just off to the left. And that's the end of the first quarter here at Highlands with the score in a surprise. Valley 18 and Highlands 11. The first time these 2 teams met, Highlands won that game at Valley 61-49. I have trivia for you. We had mentioned that Valley is coming off a long streak. They started this season on a 33-game losing streak, so obviously they had not made the playoffs. I have 2 parts. What was the last year that Valley made the playoffs? And what was the last year Valley won a playoff game? The second part of that, I'll have a question for you after because you might be able, I think I know something about that, but I don't know that for sure. You would. Was the last year they made the playoffs? These are both answers are in the 2000s. I'm going to give you that much.
Yeah, I think we're in the Casey Saul era.
The last year they won a game was 2002.
2002.
And that would be Casey, correct? Because
I think so, yeah.
Played a game up at North Hills on a Saturday. I remember going to see that.
Yes, we did. That's right.
Remember, we were going somewhere else. The game was canceled
Yes, it was
at
all-
North Allegheny.
we turned around.
So, where can we grab a paper and see where to go? And you were there. Bob and Joe were doing the game.
Right.
And John and I were. John and I went. We were going to see Stowe Rocks play. Their game was postponed because the new gym at North Allegheny, the baskets came out of the wall.
Yep, that was something.
So we had to stop at a Sheets and get a newspaper, 2002, mind you, to see where we could find a game that was going on. So we'll just go over to North Hills. It's close from Valley's playing. So that's what we did. So that's part 1. We'll get to part 2 in a minute. That's the last year they won a playoff game. 2002, they beat Keystone Oaks that day. And Simmons travels and turns it over.
8th turnover. And what was part 1? When was the last time they made
The last time
play?
they made the playoffs. It's been more than 10 years. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Trying to think.
I think it's Coach Cheatham.
Yeah, he had a nice thing going here.
Bonnet gets it to settle.
Soft rims again. Bonnet gets her first 2.
Got to get Bonnet and Tyrera Woody going. It's 18-13. Valley leads it just into the second quarter. Lyle
Rebound, short.
over to Tallarico. Shot is no good and rebounded by Woody.
Go over there.
How about 2015?
2011.
Okay.
So it's been 14 years.
She got fouled.
Bonnet got fouled. You
Yep.
can hear the slap. Mike Miller calls it. 7:18 mark. 3 shots for Bella Bonnet.
If you took 13, stay with it. No, you have the
Coach Norman now isn't playing man-to-man. They got to be careful with the fouls tonight, Mike. We said we only have.
With only 5 girls. Yeah.
Simmons picks up her second.
Bonnet. First is.
Have we ever seen a game, Mike, where they finished with 4 players?
No, you know what? I don't believe it. Remember with Coach Cheatham, we did a game here. And he wanted to play with 4 just to rest one of his girls for a while.
remember
and
that,
the rest
yeah.
said, no, if she fouls out, that's one thing. But if you have 5, you got to play 5. Unless there's an injury, I guess.
Yeah, it was interesting. I remember that night. Yep.
You got the shooter.
So a third for Bella here.
0 for 2 so far.
Make it 3. That was
What
wide,
is going
right?
on with girls foul shooting? Like, they used to always be great at foul shooting. If you remember, we always said the girls should teach the boys about it.
Yeah.
The other day at Freeport's girls were 2 for 17. Missed 31 layups and won by 20 points.
Whoa. Oh, trying to save it was Simmons, but she couldn't get a hold of it.
That's the famous unforced turnover. I hate unforced turnovers.
Come on, Mira.
He directed that at Kean, by the way.
Our 8th grade team is famous for unforced turnovers.
We had a few of those today. Woody got bumped.
That's our third, Mike.
That's 2
That's gonna be
on
our third foul.
Valley and in the quarter, and it'll be 3
Settle down. Play defense.
on Amarius Simmons.
Tanya Norman just tell her to settle down.
Bonnet's off the back rim, and Simmons has the rebound.
Simmons is a junior.
Tallarico up to Ingram. Norman, spin move. Norman up, no good. Rebound, put up and in by Lyle. She's doing the dirty work under there, the senior, Nevaeh Lyle, and it's 20-13 Valley.
Move your feet. We got help.
She has 4.
Woody, right side for Owen. Her 3 is no good. Back up, no good. Rebound.
Third time's a charm.
Put up and in. And that was super. Her first. And now Coach Norman wants to talk it over. At 6:21 first half with Highlands trailing Valley 20-15.
And if I was her, you got to use your timeouts, Mike.
Right.
You only have
To try to
one
rest
player.
them, right?
Yep. Section play tonight. We have Freeport and Knock. We mentioned that one. Very important game for Highlands. Knock has to win that for Highlands to keep things alive. But, of course, Highlands has to win here tonight. North Catholic's at Derry. Oakland Catholic is at Burrell, and that's 8-team section. All teams are out.
And Oakland Catholic and North Catholic are tied for first place at 12-1. And so tonight will determine who wins the section title. North Catholic was ruling the roost for a while, but they brought another private school in to challenge them. And then they got beat by them too last week, which was, was interesting. So the 5 teams, Oakland Catholic, North Catholic, Knock, Burrell, and Freeport, have all clinched their spot, and Highlands is trying to latch on to a 6th spot if they can win this tonight and have Freeport go down. Derry and Valley are at the bottom are out.
Knock is 9-4 in section. Burrell 7-5. Freeport at 5-8 is in. Highlands would have to win tonight, go to 5-9, and Freeport has to lose. And then since they split the section during the season in sections, they both will go to the playoffs. We'll talk about the other sections down the road too, Mike. Very interesting how many teams can get in.
Now,
Norman double team.
Norman, boy, she swung it over to Lyle, though. Lyle on the baseline, and a whistle and a foul on Highlands.
12 is Suber.
Nice,
She's gonna get her
Suber.
first. Mike, looks like Highlands is doubling the ball at all times, trying to force some turnovers here. Just get some up-tempo going.
We mentioned it, Highlands beat Valley by 12 down at Valley. Woody had 29 points that night, and she's been held to just a bucket here. And you got to figure that's going to change at some point. Boy, and speaking of Woody, Tyrone almost had to catch that one.
I saw that.
Yeah. There's a shot missed by Tallarico. It's loose. Norman's got it. Norman put it up and in.
You see her make space there, Mike?
Yes.
Basketball is a contact sport. She made contact
Norman
there.
has
Right in
6,
front of
so
it.
now here comes the ball. You got that?
I think I did.
Mike Miller does.
Miller does.
Possession first.
You were just grabbing the camera, I know. Got a good look at Nevaeh Lyle there.
2 over here.
I like this camera angle. We're on the floor. Wide open.
Nets
and she
off the
missed.
front iron. Try it
Got
again. She's
fouled.
fouled. It's going to be on Norman. And that'll be Norman's first.
22.
Coach Norman's upset about them not boxing out, Mike, and that's what you have to do.
And there's Bella Bonnet, who was at the line earlier for a 3-shot foul and missed all of them.
All right, Bella, let's get going here.
22-15, a 7-point Vikings lead. First one, no good. Valley's 0 for 4 from the line. And Highlands is 1 for 6.
Bella's grandmother in Florida, she's a neighbor of mine. She could be watching around now in the Sunshine State as we...
Do we know what part of Florida she's into? Second one by Bonnet is good.
Undisclosed. Let's say Boca.
Let's say both. Oh, she got cash, you're saying? 3 for Bonnet.
I just like to say Boca.
22-16. Ingram, down low to Lyle. Lyle needs help. Ingram now tried to get it to Simmons, but the Rams have stolen it.
10th turnover. Let's see if Highland capitalizes.
Oh, and then Owen gave it right back.
And
now
they get it back.
They give it back. And Woody fires it to the doors. Another Highlands turnover. Did we mention the game the other night that was sloppy for the Rams?
12 turnovers for Valley, 8 for Highland.
Look! No! Drive!
Tallarico Out for Simmons. It's loose. Simmons dives on the floor.
Possession Highlands.
Good hustle. The arrow does belong to the Rams, though, at 4:48 first half.
13, get her. 3, come on, Janelle.
Tanya Norman's not going to have a voice at the end of the night.
No, she's not.
But this is the final game of the season for them.
Yes, it is.
Don't let him touch
There is no tomorrow.
Well, there is no tomorrow. They just won't have a game.
That's it. Another Highlands turnover, Mike. That's their 9th.
Work it inside to Norman. It goes off her hands. Now Lyle tries to grab it, and we're going to call a held ball here, which will belong to Valley at 4:25.
Who's supposed to take it out?
And they do work it over to
Get in there for a rebound.
Talarico.
Up
In
and
and
back.
out.
And
Keep going,
Woody
Mira.
has it for Highlands. Here come the Rams back. Trailing 6. Woody goes in
No
and had it
foul.
blocked.
Yeah, nice job by
Great job by Talarico to get hands on it.
Tori. Tori.
There's a lot of alliteration with Tori Talarico. Bonnet goes baseline now, but got shut off by Ingram.
Nice
Put it up
job.
with a turnaround and scored anyway.
She's got 5.
And all of them here in the second quarter, and that's with her problems at the line. 22-18, the Rams have cut it to 4.
She was my pick to click in the pregame.
Norman over to Talarico, lets it go, and it's down. It's a 3. Tori Talarico, just mentioning that.
Her first 3 of the night.
25-18. Now Owen had it blocked.
And they're off and running, Mike.
Ingram ahead of the pack. Ingram puts it up, in and out,
Over the back.
and saved by Bonnet. Oh, she threw it to no one.
Yeah, threw it to space.
And now
there's
Walter
gonna
got
be a
knocked
foul.
down. And Walter
She
gets.
went down hard, right?
She got the old thumb to the eye there.
I think they're going to get Tori Talarico on that one.
The thing we noticed about Brooke, she's not afraid to go down on the floor, but she didn't want to that time, let me tell you.
That is the 4th
That's not your girl.
foul.
Oh, steal by Ingram. Just walked in and stole the inbound.
Mike, I got bad news, and that was on Simmons, her 4th.
Oh, Rams steal it back. And that's going to be an interesting situation. Now Owen threw up a left-hander that's no good, and rebound to Valley. 3:12 to go. Oh, great over-the-shoulder interception by Bonnet. Bonnet stops, pops, 3-ball down. And Highlands wants a timeout as Bonnet drains a 3, and she's got 8 points all in the second quarter, and the Rams have cut it to 4.
25-21. So, Mike, let's talk about the possibilities here, okay? In Section 2, 3 teams have locked up their spots already. Blackhawk is 12-0. Beaver is 9-2. Central Valley is 7-4. They're in, okay? Hampton and Hopewell are both 5-6. And what makes it interesting, they split their season, so they're 1-1 going against each other. Hampton is at Beaver tonight. Central Valley is at Hopewell. And both those teams, Hampton and Hopewell, are not favored in those games. So if they both lose, they're both in.
Yeah.
If they both win,
They're both in.
One wins, one loses.
One would stay. The loser would stay home with someone. Yeah.
So based on
they've
that,
split with each other.
Yep.
Then.
Based on that alone, that is the second team that has. They have 7 in their section, so that would be 5-1 right there.
Oh.
Talk about Section 3 a little bit.
All right.
So right now, it's 5 in our section, possibly 5 in Section 2. So you got 10 in.
Norman.
Highlands hoping to make it 11.
Yeah. Simmons goes all the way in. Missed the shot. Rebound is a foul underneath. Let's see.
To the middle, Janelle. Go straight in.
Yeah, Bella Bonnet. That's going to be her second. She's been playing
The Rams at least,
Norman in the middle, yeah.
the Rams at least have substitutes if Dan Lagomba chooses to go that route. Now, no, that's 2 for Bonnet, as you said, and that's the only Ram I see that has more than 1. So they're in good shape. Ingram missed a jumper. Rebound Highlands on the weak side by Suber. Here's Bonnet. Down low to Woody. Woody shot, score, and draws the foul.
I was just about to say, I'd like to see Tyara have the ball in her hands more. She got it right there.
25-23, and now Woody can make it a 1-point game at 2:28 first half. Rattles out. Now Woody stole it. Woody goes back in, dump it off to Bonnet, and it's blocked by Norman.
Blocked by two different girls.
Norman
That's gotta be
almost got another one, but I think it's going to be on Lyle. Let's see. It is.
So Lyle has 2, Norman has 1, Simmons has 4.
And Simmons basically just can't play defense right now. Bonnet will get another.
She is 1 for 6 on a line, Mike.
And having a terrific game otherwise.
Yep, she leads all scores with, she has 8, Walter has 9.
And Ingram's got 11 for Valley. Missed them both. Rebound Norman. Out to Simmons.
Don't give it to Tori.
Now you see
Bonnet
Simmons
fights it away.
she had to back off. She couldn't fight for the ball. Here's Bonnet. Bonnet. And a 3 by Walter is down. Brooke Walter having a night. She's in with a dozen, and the Rams take the lead for the first time, 26-25.
I'm going to take a guess at career high.
Should be. Ingram into a double team. Dump it into Norman. Norman put it up and scores.
They answered, Mike.
That quieted the crowd. 8 for her. 27-26. Valley by 1. Now Bonnet. Back to Suber. Her 3 is no good. It's tipped. It's Walter again. Walter put it up off the glass. No good. Rebound Valley. Nevaeh Lyle. 1:10 remaining first half. Norman at the high post. Back out to Tallarico. Now Ingram off to a hot start. She had a Sinclair in the first quarter, but nothing since. Lyle got the rebound. Back to Tallarico. Loop it into Norman. Norman goes up and scores.
She's got to touch it every time, Mike.
When things are bad, make sure she touches the basketball.
Double figures already with 10.
29-26, and now Valley knocks it out of it. Oh, yeah, they did lock it out. It'll be Highlands ball at 43 seconds. Arrow belongs.
Valley, Mike.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Highlands knocked it out. My bad.
10th Highlands turnover. They forced 15 so far.
And Dan Lagamba, on the other hand, trying not to call timeouts for the opposite reason that Tanya Norman wants to call timeouts. Try to rest.
He's 1 so far.
Heck, we were at the boys' game the other night hoping one of our guys didn't get a 4th foul in the first quarter. She's hoping somebody doesn't foul out in the first half. 3 is missed by Tallarico. Rebound Norman. And she's taken over with 3 consecutive baskets here. She's got 12, and it's 31-26. Stolen by Ingram. Ingram drives, lays, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Highlands. Suber got a hand on it.
6 seconds to go. Valley up by 5. In a shocker.
Valley scored the last 6 points of the half right now. They'll try to make it more. Norman out of the corner, or I'm sorry, Ingram no good. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Rams are going to have 4/10 of a second at 31-26 Valley. In a must-win game for Highlands tonight.
Yeah, Mike,
Get up there.
should be some paint peeling in the locker room at halftime, I would think.
A veteran move by Amaria Simmons to tie her shoe there to get a little break. And that's going to be the end of the first half here at Highlands.
Good job, good job.
And a surprise so far, your score. The Valley Vikings 31 and the Highlands Golden Rams 26. We'll take a timeout and be back with stats and more right after this.
Good job, good job. It's great.
All right, we are back at Highlands with the Valley Vikings in a surprise, leading the Rams 31-26. The Valley has won only one section game this year. That was against Derry. And Derry's won only one section game, and well, that was against Valley. So see how that goes. So the Rams got to get pick themselves up by the bootstraps there in the second half if they want to give themselves at least a chance to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, my big surprise so far has been senior Trinity Ingram. She has 12 points. No surprise, Janelle Norman has 12 points, 6'2" senior. Nevaeh Lau has 4. Tori Tellerico has 3 for their total of 31. For the Golden Rams, it has been freshman Brooke Walter leading the scoring with 12. Bella Bonnet has 8. And our senior, Tyre Woody, has 4. And Leanne Suber has 2 for the 26. You found out something about the first game.
Yeah, I was talking to AD, Katie Jo Stober tells me, she goes, it happened in the first game that they did foul a girl out. Highlands played 5-on-4, was able to play 5-on-4 for the rest of that game. And as Katie said, and they won on the power play. So that's...
And we face a similar situation here. Simmons has 4 fouls for Valley. So she has to be very careful.
And the ball's tipped out of bounds. And
Here we go, Black. Here we go, Black.
I mean, I would go to a zone for sure, try to protect her.
yeah.
But it looks like he's playing man.
Bonnet
Good block.
had a block by Norman.
All right, here we go, Black. Amira.
And again, if you're just joining us, this game is very important for Highlands. If they win and Knock beats Freeport, they're in the playoffs.
Into Bonnet on the inbound, but you got double teamed. Kicked it back out, stolen away by Tallarico for a second, but Walter picks it back up and cans a jumper.
She's having a game, Mike. I forgot to check her career high, but for a freshman, 14 points. It may be.
31-28. Now Norman, double team. And
Jump ball.
it is a held ball, and this one belongs to...
Should be Highlands. Didn't Valley inbound the third?
That's the second one, though.
Okay.
I think it is. Norman, up around, no good.
Hell, it's be Highlands ball now.
It is.
Who's got her?
Walter with the only score here of this second half so far, getting Rams a little bit closer. The Rams did have the lead for a brief second, but then Valley scored the last 6 points, and there's Bonnet with a step-back jumper. She's into double figures with 10.
She just bullied Norman that time, pushed her back, and made the jump shot.
31-30. And Woody's got the rebound.
Off and running.
Yes, ahead of the pack, and the layup is good by Jones, and the Rams take the lead back. Jones' first basket of the game, and it's 32-31 Highlands. Their second 1-point lead of the game.
And they're going to get Bonnet with her third.
13 white. Hold.
She has to be careful.
Yes.
Good news, we have backups. Bad news, that Bella's a very key player.
Yeah, Simmons had a good game here.
Yep.
Ingram worked it into Simmons. Back to Ingram. 3 balls at Dipper. Ingram, though, got her own rebound.
Yeah, nobody boxed her out.
Who's the first one that knows it's not going to be any good, right? And there's Woody.
She gets a steal. Turnover number 17 for Valley.
Woody. Now, Bonnet,
like
3 ball in and out. Rebound put up no good. Woody weak side rebound no good. If you're not scoring, what's the surest way? Get offensive boards.
Yep.
Walter's shot is blocked from behind by Ingram. Ingram goes all the way home, missed a shot.
Oh, Mike, that was Simmons' 5th foul there.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Woody is fouled. And Woody will shoot 2, and the Highlands fans will lie behind us.
Nevaeh Lau going to pick up her third, Mike.
So Woody at the line. She's 0 for 1 tonight. Make it 0 for 2. The foul shooting has hurt.
Box out, Nevaeh.
They are 2 for 11.
Yeesh.
That is borderline Freeport there.
5 points for Woody. And the Rams take a 2-point lead, their largest. 33-31 Highlands. Ingram. Tallarico threw it inside to Norman, and they're going to say it's a foul.
They're going to get Bonnet for her fourth.
I think it's Bonnet's fourth foul.
Yes,
it is.
Mike.
So
That's
they got
big.
Bonnet down there on.
They're leaving her out there, Mike. They're just switching.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Loose, and the Rams have it on the missed three by Tallarico.
3 on 2.
And it's Jones. Oh, won't go.
He was out in front.
Now Woody. Walter. Right side to Suber. Walter comes back out to get it, and now Woody has it. Woody's
Wide
three
open.
is in and out on a dipper. They battle for it, and it's Valley ball.
Well, they're really taking a chance leaving Bonnet out there, Mike. I would not have her out there with 3 fouls.
I was going to
4
say the
fouls,
same thing
yeah.
about Amiria Simmons, but Coach Norman has no choice.
No.
You're playing with 4, and you're going to like it.
Chance to tie her, take the lead. There's a foul
Ingram
there.
on an offensive foul. That's on Nevaeh Lyle. And her fourth? Yes. Lyle's got 4.
All right.
And I think, Mike, her problem is that time she's moving screen.
Use your feet, Tony.
Bonnet
Hands up. That's
out top to Woody. Woody inside to Bonnet against Norman.
Norman and Bonnet have been banging all night, Mike.
Yes, they have. It's been quite a battle with those two.
Come on, Tony.
Woody.
Ball. Help.
Now Bonnet. And we got to reach in. I think it's going to be on Ingram. Ingram only has 1. That's it.
Correct, yep.
Now she has 2.
Don't let your little screen. You gotta stay with her. Tori, you're on ball. Tori, you're on ball.
Out of the inbound.
Wait for it. Wait
Jones
for
with a
it.
bullet pass, and Bonnet able to get it out at the rim. 4:40 left, third quarter. Highlands 33, Valley 31. There's a 3 by Bonnet, no good. Rebound put up by Suber, missed. Woody high off the glass. Woody will try again,
No
blocked
foul
by
there.
Norman, no foul.
There's Bonnet.
And now Bonnet's foul.
Who's it on, Mike?
Tony, you
I
gotta
think they're
get your
using Tori Tallarico for her first.
You're walking.
She needs to be the one now. She needs to guard anyone with the ball. Uh-oh, we got a loose one. We got a little guy that was heading out there. Well, you know what he was going to do, don't you? He was making sure if they lost one, he was going out.
He was going to get the duck, I thought.
On the block.
And
Bella continues to struggle for the free throw line, but they get the rebound.
Woody for 3,
Big
yes!
one. Tyara Woody on senior night now has 8. And we got a
Tanya Norman
timeout.
wants a timeout at 4:18 third quarter, and the Rams have their biggest lead, 36-31.
All right, Mike, let's finish up the sections. We have 5, possibly 6 coming out of our section. We think we have 5 coming out of section 2. Section 3, they get 5 because they are an 8-team section. Now, who has it locked up already? Elizabeth Ford, 13-0. South Park is 11-2. Lower Hunt, team I like at 10-3. Belle Vernon is 7-6. Then you go to York at 5-8, and Mount Pleasant at 4-9. Again, they split during the season. So if Mount Pleasant beats Ringgold and York loses to Lower Highlands, which is the way it looks like it's going to go,
Okay.
they split during the regular season, so they both would go. So if everything plays out, Mike, you have 6 from our section, 5 from section 2, 6 from section 3.
17.
You're looking at 17.
We have a pigtail.
Yes.
16 versus
Play
17.
what a pigtail is.
Yeah, that would be the 16 would play the 17, one game. The winner of that game would then seed into the 16-team bracket, and they would play the 1, who would probably be, right now, Blackhawk is number 1 in 4A rankings, Tribs. Oakland Catholic 2, North Catholic 3, then Elizabeth Forward, Laurel Highlands are 4-5. So that would be what would happen. 16 would play 17.
And Mike, we could be in that pigtail game. And that's good because at least you get one game against an equal opponent.
Right.
Right down the lane.
No, it was by Ingram. Missed it. Rebound is put up and in by Ingram. So she got 2 chances. She's off the schneid. Hadn't scored since the first quarter, but now she's got 13. It's a 3-point game, and Bonnet has it blocked and knocked out of bounds.
You. She got that.
Norman with the block.
Do what I'm telling you.
Highlands win by the ball.
Face guard. Deny
Walter now.
Nice.
Tried to get it in there, but Valley got a hand on it. Back out to Bonnet. 3 ball up, 3 ball down.
The bank is open for Bella Bonnet. She has 13.
And Dan Lagomba riding her, knowing that that was a 6-point lead. You really might want to get her out of there. See if you couldn't rest her up the rest of the half. Norman.
Smooth. She's a smooth operator in that low post.
She
Mike.
is indeed.
Charday.
39-35. And there's Woody. Drives, lays, and scores.
Speaking of smooth, she has 10.
And it's 41-35, Rams by 6. Rams are trying to outlast him here.
Exactly.
Nearly a steal by Woody. Simmons. Corner to Ingram. Ingram's 3 balls off the rim. Rebounded Bonnet. They battle on the floor, and we get a jump ball. And this will stay with the Rams. I'm sorry, with the Vikings.
And Mike, with only 5 players, I thought this would be the case. And Highlands would just try to keep the pressure on, eventually wear them down. But
And even if you're subbing only with 2 people, like Dan's been doing here, there's Norman. Missed it. Rebound tipped. And here comes Woody. Woody trying to beat Tallarico, goes all the way home, and Tallarico gets the foul. That'll be her second. And the 5th on Valley, so the Rams are shooting the rest of the 3rd quarter.
All right, good job. We cannot afford to miss. Let's go, Block. Get in there.
Woody is 1 for 3. And has gotten into double figure with 10. And now a hush falls over Ram Arena. First one is good.
She is the 3rd Golden Ram in double figures. Bella Bonnet has 13 and Brooke Walter 14.
And she has really picked it up here in the 3rd quarter, but I think you expected that. She was going to get hers. She's got a dozen. I said 29 the first time these 2 teams play. 43-35. That's the Rams' biggest lead. Now Norman, little jumper with a hand in the face. Missed the shot. Rebound Simmons, and Simmons is fouled.
They're not going to get that one on.
Tanya Norman pleading with her, go up. She knew there was a foul to be had there. And that is on Brooke Walter, her second.
And we got good news from Saxonburg, Mike.
Good news from Saxonburg?
Yes, Hawkins defeated Freeport. So if Highlands wins this, they're in the playoffs.
Okay. Now the first one is missed by Simmons.
She is yet to get the score sheet.
I see that.
Now she has. She gets her first.
And we have that from an impeccable source thing?
Yes, Coach Jason Kerr reported it. Wide open.
He would know. And from downtown, it's Walter with 3 more.
That was a layup, Mike.
Oh, it's 2. Okay.
2.
I was blocked by referees and everybody else. Rebound Highlands.
But she does have 16, and Highlands has pulled it out to a 9-point lead. Big 3rd quarter for the Lady Rams here.
And now a 3 by Owen is no good.
Good hustle by Woody to keep it alive.
Good job. Owen's going to get it back. Owen goes in and gets fouled. Let's see who this is on. Is this on Lyle again?
Yeah, Mike, it might be.
It is. She was, or Tallarico, her 3rd.
Yep.
Get in there. You 2, get in there.
45-36, Highlands by 9. Valley led by 9 in the 1st quarter. They led 18-9.
So it's been an 18-point swing.
And the first one is no good by Owen.
Tori, get the shooter.
Man, the Rams are able to win this considering his struggles they've had at the foul line tonight.
Come on, Trinity.
Very difficult. And the second one's beautiful. Jasmine's first point of the night. And the Rams lead by 10.
Run it.
Have scored 20 3rd quarter points. Ingram couldn't get it to go. They battle for it,
Nice
and it's
hustle
saved
that
nicely
time.
by Jones. Now Suber went in, ducked the shoulder and tried to get it up there, but Big Norman was in the way. Simmons is fouled on a reach-in.
23, White, push.
And that's on Owen.
Her second.
We really keep track of these fouls now. And Dan Lagomba has Bella Bonnet on the bench right now. She's got 4. And here's Woody. Woody's got Jones ahead of the pack. Woody to Jones. Stops, pops, missed it. Rebound Woody on the weak side. Kicked it back out. Super jumper short and rebounded by Tallarico. Oh, but Woody got it back. Just reached in and picked her pocket like she was walking down Broadview Boulevard.
18th turnover, and that turns into points to the Golden Rams. They're all by a dozen. 1 minute to go.
14 for Woody, 10 in the third quarter.
She picked it up on senior night.
Steal by Owen. Owen drives, lays it, scores. 50-36. Rams by 14. Now they throw it into space and right to Woody. Scores, and that's all for Simmons.
Unbelievable. What a turn of events for the Highland Golden Rams.
She ain't gonna help you. You're out now. Stand there, right? You're out. 5 fouls.
52-36.
You can't move.
So Simmons has foul out.
She tried to draw the charge, Mike, and when you have 4 fouls, you can't do that.
You can't be doing it. No. So here's Woody. It's good.
She was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, though, Mike, because there's nobody else back there to help her.
Get in there, Trinity. We only got 4.
Yeah.
We got 4 girls, and you're back here still.
53-36. Highlands now playing against 4, and it's stolen by Woody. Woody all the way home.
Left-hander, up it is. She has 19 now.
15 in the third quarter.
How about that?
Timeout, Tanya Norman. She got to try to set something up because Valley's got to finish this game. 24 seconds left third quarter with 4 players.
What a turnaround for the Lady Rams here, Mike.
It's just a crazy third quarter. They have outscored Valley 29-5 in this third period. And it's Tyra Woody coming alive, is up to 19 points, 15 in the third period alone.
How about that? So with not beating Freeport, if Highlands wins, they're in. And right now, it looks like the Golden Rams are on their way to the playoffs.
Along with Freeport and everyone else, and Pearl, and the 2 Catholic schools, Oakland Catholic and North Catholic, in Section 1-4A.
And again, I'll be honest with you, not much of thought for Highlands this year, graduating 4 seniors from last year.
So we're getting ready to finish the third period. And so the 4 remaining Vikings players are Ingram, Tallarico, Norman, and Lyle. That's the 4. And again, if you joined us late, Katie Jo Stober was telling us this happened a game at Valley earlier this season. Back on January 13th.
Is this the first time we've ever seen it?
I think it might be. Here's Walter. Oh, a steal by Ingram. Ingram at 8 seconds, going to drive all the way in, lay it up and missed it. Rebound the other 11. That's Kayla Jones. Now to Owen. Owen 1-on-3 at the buzzer, and it's good.
It is good.
Jasmine Owen at the buzzer. What a third period for Highlands. They outscore Valley 31-5. 57-36. The Lady Rams lead it and are about to punch their ticket for the 5th year in a row to the WPIAL playoffs, which would then be its own school record for these last 5 years.
Dan Legam, a first-year coach, we don't know him that well, Mike. I don't know if there's paint peeling off the wall or something, or could have been, for all we know, Tyre Woody on senior night saying, let's get in here. But boy, what a third quarter, 31-5 run.
And how about that? If they would make it, they would make it 5 years in a row with 4 different coaches.
And the boys.
How often does that happen?
Boys just did it for the 11th year in a row. So again, tradition continues here at Highlands. Time for trivia.
Oh, you said this was going to be a good one. You were pointing to this for like days.
I like this one. Okay. We have 2 Division I teams in the city of Pittsburgh.
Right.
Pitt and Duquesne.
You have 3. Robert Morse.
No, they're not in the city of Pittsburgh.
Well, they have a branch.
Fair Moon Township. No, the branch is closed.
Is it gone?
I went to the branch. After I left, they closed it. They said there'll be no more.
Pitt and Duquesne.
Pitt and Duquesne. 2 Division I teams. How many WPL players are on those 2 rosters? That's the question.
Wow.
I think it's a good one.
I think it's a good one. Well, Liam McNaughton is on pit.
Yeah, the old Hampton
From
player,
Hampton, yeah. He's a walk-on. He's there.
But these are the girls.
So these are the girls.
Yep.
And
How
off
about
the
that?
glass.
The bank is open.
Kayla Jones says take that one down.
And she comes back with a double fist. You see that, Mike?
Well, the last Myers has left Duquesne,
Correct.
so that would not be one. Are you going to tell me the answer is 0? I'm going to say none.
Well, let me give you another name. McConnell.
Oh, McConnell at Duquesne.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So there's at least one then.
There's one there.
Okay, here's a steal by Ingram. Out ahead to Tallarico now. Tallarico
Nice
off the
move.
glass, and it
He
goes.
deserves that one, Mike.
5 points for Torrey, and it's 60-38.
So we have McConnell went to Char Valley.
So it's, I said, it's at least one. Here's Ingram, forecourt.
Give you a hint, there's more than one.
Again, 4 against 5. I got that much. Norman off the glass, no good. Rebound Highlands. It's Brooke Walter. What a game she's had. I'm going to say 5.
You're over by 2. There's 3 total.
3 girls.
Yes.
And at 3, I thought the foot might have been on the line there by Bella, but it didn't matter. It didn't go down, and we have a foul in the backcourt. Ron Richards going to tell us? No?
Yep. Number 2. Tyra Woody gets her second.
No, I think they...
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You are correct. I looked at the other number 2, and it's like, oh, yeah, she's not in there now. Here's Bonnet all the way home. Up, no good. Rebound, try again, no good.
Third time's a charm.
Maybe,
No.
maybe
How
not.
about 4?
1 for Grandma. No, it won't go.
But she'll go to the line with 4. And she's laughing, Mike, because I'm patting those rebound stats.
That's on Trinity Ingram, her 3rd.
So we got one McConnell from Char Valley. She is at Duquesne.
Okay.
And her cousin, Kelly
All right.
McConnell, who went to North Allegheny, she is also on the roster, so there's 2.
You're going to tell me this is all McConnell's, aren't you?
Nope, the third one is at Pitt, and it is Aileen Malcolm. But guess where she went to school?
And Bonnet, 2 for 2, goes to 15 points. Where did, let's say Charval.
That is correct, sir. But that's not the interesting part of it.
Okay.
3 WPL players. What do you see the kids' numbers I have for you after this?
Norman, oh, nice pick and roll, and Ingram finished it. That was beautiful. So you only need 4 players to do that. 62-40.
They played the 2-man game with 4 people.
Yeah, that's it. That's all NBA all the time, isn't it? Try to get it down low, and it's knocked out of bounds, and Highlands touched it last. I believe that was Owen. Okay, and the interesting part is?
Let's get the foul here. That was on Brooke Walter, her 3rd. The interesting part is, how many players does Duquesne have on their team?
Okay, I don't know that. I'll go with I'll say like 11.
14.
Okay.
That's not the interesting part. They have a 19-person staff for 14 girls.
How about that?
And you'll remember this name, Rick Bell.
I remember Rick Bell at, yeah, he did a game with us.
Yes, he coached at, I believe it was Hannah McMillan.
Upper St. Clair, no. Peters. He was at Peters.
Yep, I knew it was down south.
Yep.
Him and his son are on the staff.
How about that? Rick Bell, good guy. We did, Danny Holzer did one of those games, and you were the roving sideline guy that day.
Yes. Great
Woody,
night.
3-ball, missed it. Rebound, they throw it out, and here comes Ingram. Oh, she overskated the puck. That's exactly what that looked like.
But we're not done yet.
Since the Rams are on a power play here.
That's going to be a
over and
backcourt.
back.
Yep.
Turnover at 5:17.
How many players on the Pitt team?
How many players on the Pitt team? I could actually find that on the phone, but I won't look it up. I'll say a dozen.
Very good. 12. How many staff members does Pitt have?
How about 3?
How about 11?
11. Oh, my.
And here's the best part of it. On their staff, they have an NIL coordinator.
How about that?
NIL, name, image, likeness. So the Dollies are getting some money, as Myron Copeland said.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite nil is
What are they going to call her? Timeout.
Livy Dunn's my favorite female nil athlete.
She is making him in, isn't she?
She is making him in. She's making more than Paul right now. That won't be the case for long.
Isn't that something, huh?
Yeah. That won't be the case for long. We have a timeout with the Rams leading at 62-40. And just an amazing comeback, a furious comeback here in the second half, especially that third quarter, scoring 31 points.
They had 26 at halftime, Mike.
Yeah,
They were
exactly.
18-11 to start this game, so boy, it has been something.
And we kept saying Woody was going to get hers, and that did happen. She had a crazy third period, scoring 15 points on her own in the third quarter.
Her senior night, and again, she'll be attending Mansfield University, and you know where Mansfield is?
It's in Ohio.
No, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Okay, back to...
It's north of Williamsport.
Okay.
Been there, done it.
Hurry up, Tori, run! Get down there!
So if the Rams can get in here tonight and make the playoffs, it'll be the 5th year in a row. The previous record was 4, which was held by Highlands this run now. They shared it with the 2008 through 11 team.
Move up, Tori!
That'd be Joe Lucchino.
That would not be.
Wasn't Joe there then?
No, he was not. Here's Owen. No, this is going to be impromptu. We're going to let it sit there.
Zemansky.
Megan Zemansky,
Yep.
that is correct.
Oh my God.
That's when my son graduated in 09, so remember they had great girls.
One of the
team.
players that was on those teams
Former coach.
was Courtney Udanis, who was Courtney Cordes at the time, and she's one of the coaches of this streak, so she's involved in both.
Now Norman.
What is the problem?
The coaches that we mentioned this. Courtney was the coach in 21. Jason Kerr, who gave us a very tersely worded text on the Freeport game. He's the coach there now, was the coach in 22. Sean Bennis, who I saw here earlier tonight, 23 and 24. I think he just in and out. I think he wanted to say a word to Tara Woody for senior.
Oh, that's very nice of him.
Ingram.
No foul.
No foul. Ball's knocked out of bounds. And now, of course, Stan Lagamba, in his first year, he gets on the list.
Yeah, they had a great team. I remember back in 09, it was Courtney.
So
Danis.
4 coaches did this 5 in a row, right? Before that, only 3 coaches ever made the playoffs here. Of course, Betty Tusing, who has the only section titles here in the mid-70s, Megan Zemansky and Drew Johnzak made it in 16.
One of our favorite coaches of all time, Kelly Robinson.
Yes.
Who had great teams with St. Joe's. He lost 100 games in a row here.
Well, that's like on the boys' side here. Mike Nagy was the coach here, I think, for a year or 2. And won, I think, 1 game each year or 2 games, something like that. And he went off to West Shamokin and had a terrific career.
Nice pass down.
And it's Lyle with a miss and a foul at 3:30 to go. Highlands leading it by 22.
By the way, Kelly Robinson is sitting on a beach in Myrtle Beach. Who's laughing now?
Yeah. And again, a great career at St. Joe's.
And boy, what a funny guy, remember?
Oh, just terrific.
Dry sense of
especially when he had Butch Lessig with him as his
Butch is a
assistant.
good guy.
Those two, I said, the reason they were coaching basketball was because vaudeville died. Because they'd have been out on the road somewhere.
Many a night we closed the anchor in with those two.
Remember, we did a game out in Butler. There's Norman making the jumper off the inbound. And she's got 16. We did a game. They played a state championship game out at Butler, and they were playing Kennedy Christian. And they got a technical foul. We thought it was Kelly. It turned out it was Butch. And it was like, no, you both have to sit. We got a held ball. You can tell it's our last girls' game of the season. We're clearing out the books. We're making sure we get all the information in.
And it is fit to print, right?
That's it. I still have stuff.
3 minutes to go. You better get it in.
Norman off the back iron. Rebound Highlands. All right.
Woody.
Jada Norman played here. The other sister played at Valley. As Woody goes all the way and lays it in.
21 now for her.
21 for her. Jada Norman's at Penn State New Ken right now. And she is Valley's all-time leading rebounder.
How about that?
And, of course, Tanya Norman was a 3-sport athlete at Valley back in the day. And guess where she played basketball? Coach Norman. She played at Duquesne. It all comes back.
How about that?
And there's the layup by Bonnet for 2017, and it's 66-42. So we didn't have this game on the original schedule, but we got some things moved around so we could be here. Doctor's appointments and
Glad
such.
we did.
Yeah. Norman missed it. Rebound Lyle, no good. Still loose underneath and rebounded by Jones. Out ahead to Woody. Woody to Bonnet off the rim, no good. And they're going to get Woody over the back.
Yes, they are.
Her third. 2 minutes to go, and Lily Ryan comes into the game for Highlands, number 15, and Bella Bonnet will get a rest. And also number 5, and that's Asira Hayden.
Haydens are like the Timmons or St. Joe's. You always have one on the roster.
Any relation to Rick, I wonder? There's a shot missed and the rebound to Lyle. Ahead to Woody. Now to Suber. Back inside to Woody. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Valley. They try to get it deep, and they do. Lyle around Hayden, but Hayden got a piece of it. Valley wants a foul. Norman's on the floor, and a timeout Valley at 1:32.
And Mike, I think what's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is we're going to get Woody to come out and then get a curtain call. What do you think?
I think that could happen, definitely. But she's had quite a season. I mean, really. And again, here's another team that no one expected to make the playoffs. That wasn't expected. I mean, so many freshmen play, and they lost.
I think it's 8-12, Mike.
Yeah, and they lost so many, good seniors from last year's team, and new coach, new staff, the whole thing, and just a great job.
Caitlin Myers is getting time up in, I think she's at Pitt Johnstown or Greensburg.
Pitt Greensburg is
Belak.
Is Josie Belak.
She's getting time there.
Right.
I think, yes, I'm sure Myers is at Pitt Johnstown.
Okay.
You know why? Her and our old point guard, Jimmy Quint's carpal.
I got it.
Rides back and forth to home.
Yeah, Jimmy's out there now.
I can't wait to go see him play baseball.
Yeah, we're going to do that this spring. We get a nice day. And,
You've never been there staying.
I've been to Johnstown once. I was hoping to never have to go back, but you're going to drag me now because Jimmy's there. And we're going to go to Point Stadium. I've never been to Point Stadium.
It's a mini Fenway Park.
That'll be cool.
They have a great sub shop across the street.
Oh, it's beautiful. So speaking my language. Into Norman, fouled. Norman's fouled at 1:30. I was at a mini Fenway Park in Fort Myers, Florida, where the Red Sox hold spring training. They built a replica for their spring training in Fort Myers, and it is beautiful. It's one of my favorite parks I've ever been to.
And I think we're going to get
I think it's JetBlue Park is what it's called.
I think we're going to get our curtain call for Tyra Woody after this shot.
So this is Janelle Norman. Man, is she impressive. It's good.
How you like that? Might want to take the top and roll in. She has 17 now.
She used every bit of available real estate, and here comes Woody off. Her final game at home, as the Lady Rams will most assuredly be on the road in the playoffs. They're doing that now, doing the first round games at, which I like. I think that's been an improvement.
Yeah.
There were very few things that improved because of COVID, and that was one of them. So this is Nevaeh Lyle at the foul line. I almost said at the mound. You had me thinking baseball with Jimmy. First one's down. 66-44. Highlands by 22. And the second one's off the rim and chased down in the corner by Jasmine Owen. 1:20 to go. Now Owen had her pocket picked by Ingram. Ingram tries, lays. Look at Hayden get back there, but Ingram finishes. 17 points.
By Trinity Ingram. I think we're trying to get the ball to somebody here. There she is.
And Hayden with a three, and it's down. And listen to the crowd of Asira Hayden.
The junior, and the place goes nuts. I don't like that, Mike. A crowd favorite?
You wonder why we come to these. That's really what this is all about, isn't it?
Yeah. She wants another one, Mike. She's ahead of the pack.
Here's Owen, 42 seconds.
Take a good shot.
Dumps it in. Now Suber with a jumper off the rim. Rebound Norman. Uh-oh. Tallarico got a late start. These girls, you got to give these Valley girls all kind of credit. No rest.
Yep.
And the pace has been high. The pace has been up. Owen can't get it to go. Now Ryan dug it out.
There she goes again.
Another 3-ball.
Oh.
Missed this one. And it's rebounded by Tallarico. 9 seconds left. Ahead to Ingram. And the Highlands Lady Rams are going to make the playoffs here tonight at Ram Arena. Hayden's going to give it one last shot. It's short. The Rams win it 69-46. And they make the WPIL playoffs for the 5th consecutive year. Dean, final thoughts.
Well, great way to end the year for Dan Legama. And like I said, Mike, the most important thing, they're going to get a couple more weeks to practice together. Very young team, and it's going to help them in the future.
All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks to everybody that helped us out. Thanks to Kean Foster. Once again, that final score. Highlands 69, Valley 46. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Powell.